like what we have talked about, we will now be, or actually we are on the last stretch of oral communication. This is actually, we have 3 synchronous sessions left. So for today, the first one, and then next week, the second one, we will have the continuation of this activity because definitely we will not be able to finish everyone, accommodate everyone today. So we will continue with this activity until Monday next week. That's December 13, if I'm not mistaken. So we will still meet December 13, and that's the last synchronous session that we're going to have for the year. And then the last synchronous session that we're going to have for oral communication will be next year na, January 3. Yeah, 3. January 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's gonna be the last one for oral communication. Okay, and anyway, this is gonna be our last activity for oral communication. The only performance task that I asked to be delivered live, even if we are supposed to be delivering some speeches live talaga dapat. But then again, since we have limited resources right now and we have limited time, considering we are allotted only unlimited amount of time, we cannot really accommodate all of the synchronous or all of the speech activities, okay, to be delivered live. All right. So, but anyway, moving on. Okay. I actually asked you guys to decide how we're going to go about the order of performance. However, none of you replied. None of you none of you responded as to how we're going to do it. Okay, so right now, before we start with our performances, we need to we need to decide first on who are gonna go first. Okay, meron bang magvo-volunteer sa inyo na mauuna? Hala, tahimik sila. Oh, wala. Okay, sige. Because of that, we're going to draw lots, okay? We're gonna do it through this wheel of names, and then we're gonna do it randomly, hopefully. We'll do. So we'll draw 18 names for today. After we draw 18 names, that's the time that we're going to be starting with the performances. Kasi para hindi ko lang siya pabalik-balik na fina-flash dito to avoid wasting too much time. All right? So the first one was gonna be delivering their speech today. Son, raise your hand na if you're here. Okay, so si Eliza nandyan. Next one. Micaela, are you here? Micaela? Nandito na ba si... Wala pa. Okay, so first one siya next meeting. Okay, sabi sa kanya. Alright, next one. Florian, are you here?
Opo.
Okay, sige. Nandyan ka. Alright, next one. Okay. Kayla, nandito ka? Wala. Okay, sige. Next meeting sila. 2. Like ka pala. At Kayla. Okay. Kadaydayon. Okay, Trisha is here. Next. Ramos. Okay, Shane is here. For Ramos. Next one. JV, nandito po si JV. Okay. 5 Del Resort. We're gonna draw. 34 kayo, no? So, 18 names. 17 to 18 names. Nakita ko si Nicole. Nicole, nandito ka, di ba? Okay. Ay, 6 pala yun. Sorry, 6 pa din siya. 7, Micah. Okay. 8. Eman. Okay. 9. Irish. Okay. 10. Let's see. Salva. Okay. Next one. Regalario. At least marami kayong ngayon. Alright. Next. Bartolome. Christy. Rodriguez. Palpalatok. Just is here. 15. So last 3. Angelica, nandito ka? Ayan. So, nandito si Angelica. Okay, last 2. Miranda. 17. Last one. Last one for today. Unless someone volunteers. Feeling ko mayroong mag-volunteer mamaya. Jansen. You hear na? Okay. Ayan. So, sige, we have our first 17 performers. Alright? I already typed down your names on the chat box just in case kayo ay tawag dito, maligaw mamaya. Hannah, what would you want to say something?
Yung sa number 9 po is si Mararak po.
Ay,
Na-double
sorry,
po
sorry,
yung sa
sorry, sorry. Okay, sige, sige. So, number 9, Marara. Okay, sorry po. Ay, okay. Nandito pa ba name mo? Bakit wala na yung name mo dito? Kasi nandun ka na sa, ano. Okay, 16. Tama, tama. Sige. Alright, so I'll stop sharing this one first. And then let me just open my presentation once again because I have to close it every time because of the timer para mag-reset yung timer. Alright, and then I'll explain how we're going to go about it. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can you see it
Yes
now po?
po.
Alright, so let me explain again our activity. Our activity for today is what we refer to as impromptu speaking, okay? Impromptu speaking is a kind of speech performance or even a speech act that does not really require you to prepare for it in advance. Or more often than not, it's a kind of a speech performance wherein you really do not have the time to prepare for it. Okay, but for the benefit, for the sake of this activity, you would be given a very short amount of time to prepare for the speech. Okay, so ibig sabihin po, when you are asked to deliver an impromptu speaking, the topic that you are going to be discussing, the topic, the question that you are going to be answering are just given right then and there. Okay? Hindi ka talaga nakaschedule to talk, you are not prepared to talk, but rather because of certain circumstances, you were asked to deliver a speech. Okay, so take for example, in a wedding, for example, halimbawa, biglang yung best man or yung maid of honor ay nagkaroon ng emergency, pero ikaw isa ka sa mga best friend ng bride or ng groom. So you were asked to deliver the toast. That's kind of, that is an example of an impromptu speaking. Even in classrooms, for example, when a teacher asks you a question, di ba, parang all of a sudden, tinanong ka ng teacher mo during recitation, that's a kind of impromptu speaking because you are not really prepared or scheduled to talk. But then again, you were directed, you were asked to do so. Okay? So, impromptu speaking is very essential because it helps you to be prepared for those circumstances. This activity will help you get the feel, at least if you have not experienced doing this kind of speech performance. It will give you a feel of what it really is like to be asked to discuss something that you just knew about a few seconds ago. Alright? So, maraming instances nito na mangyayari in your life. That's why this is very essential. That's why I really push through for this. There were some students who messaged me na, Ma'am, kala ko po recorded. No, it cannot be recorded. It has to be delivered live. Okay? Because this is the only time that we are going to be really applying all that we have learned in oral communication. Okay? So, some guidelines for this speech performance. Everyone, again, like what I have mentioned on my announcements, everyone must turn on their videos, your camera. So right now, please do turn on your cameras. For the duration of the class, you have to turn on your cameras, regardless if it is your turn or not. Okay, I am taking down notes of those students who have their cameras turned on. I have already informed you about this. Why? Again, because you will be serving as an audience. Remember, part of their grade is audience adaptation. So your reaction to their speeches are also recorded. All right? Your reactions to their speeches will affect the way that they are graded. Kung wala akong nakikitang mga estudyante na naka-turn on ng camera, ibig sabihin, hindi sila interested sa speech mo. Okay? So, bawas yun sa'yo kasi hindi mo sila eh. Wala ka na-encourage from your classmates. Alright? So, it's very important that you as a class will support the rest of, or support the performer. Okay? So, I'm requesting everyone to please turn on their cameras. Keep your microphones on mute unless you are called to do so. Okay, once you are called, choose a number for your question. I have here a PowerPoint presentation. I don't know if I showed this to you last time, but I remember showing this to one class. Once you're called, choose a number for your question. There are 60 different items in here. Okay, 60. Actually, 59 kasi yung isa pareho. Okay, but then again, you have those options, okay? You have plenty, and there are only 18 of you who are gonna be talking, or 17 of you who are gonna be talking. So you have 30 seconds to think about, organize your answer, and then 2 to 3 minutes to deliver your speech. Once the question flashes on the screen, automatically the timer for you to think about it will start. So you only have 30 minutes to read and think through it. Okay, after that, automatically, magkakaroon yan na, may makikita kayo doon, start your speech now. Kapag nakita niyo na siya ng buo, ibig sabihin, you have to start your speech right away. Is that mine? Sa akin ba yon? Is that mine or someone else's?
Sa'yo po ata.
Sa'yo po, ma'am.
Sa akin? Saan siya? Ah, si Darren. Wait lang ha. Wait. This is your classmate calling. Wait.
Ma'am, you're off mic po.
Ma'am, naka-off ka po. Naka-off po yung
Guys, wait lang ha, kasi yung parent ni Darren ay nandoon sa UMAC ngayon without any confirmation. So, ay confirmed appointment. So, wait lang ha. Chill lang muna kayo. Chill. Okay, sige, we're back. Okay, pasensya na po kasi magulang po yon and I have to guide properly po. Alright, sige. Again, like what I have mentioned, thank you for those who kept their cameras on during that time that I was talking to someone. Maraming salamat po. Please do keep your cameras on because like what I have mentioned earlier, you will serve as their audience, okay? And then for the time, you have 30 seconds to think about it. After the 30 seconds, automatically it will kick in. Yung iba kong mga estudyante from a while ago, sabi nila, ma'am, parang ang haba ng 2 minutes. So sabi ko, sige, at the minimum, we'll have 1 hour tuloy, 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? So on the minimum, you need to have to explain yourself or to explain your answer, deliver your speech 1 minute and 30 seconds until maximum time allotted is 3 minutes. Eman, you have a question?
My concern is how about exceeding the maximum time? Will it affect the score of our impromptu speech?
Yes, it will. Okay? Kasi part of the challenge of impromptu speaking is, what if you are time bound? Okay? So, this time around, ganun din po tayo. We'll try to incorporate all of those things. So, you really have to organize it well and then be mindful of the time. Makikita nyo naman siya. The timer, there's a countdown for it. You will see how much time you have consumed already and how little or how much time you have left. So, you will be properly guided. All right? So, Yun po. Okay, so be guided as well with the following grading criteria. I'm so sorry, I didn't notice na hindi ko pala ito na-post sa ating Facebook group. So, kanina ko lang siya na-post nung chine-check ko kung meron ba kayo. But then again, yun po, you have organization, you need to have a clear introduction, a clear discussion, and of course, you must know how to wrap it up effectively. Conclusion. Okay? Tip, how do we start an impromptu speech? Start first with greeting your classmates, greeting your listeners, and then introduce yourself. Okay, after you introduce yourself, it's as simple as stating your name. Okay, after you introduce yourself, another tip that I can give you is to repeat the question or repeat the statement that you were asked to talk about. Okay? That will help you be directed as well kung ano yung topic. Kasi minsan, di ba, halimbawa, nag-greet na tayo, nagpakilala tayo, tapos nakakalimutan natin ano ba yung topic natin. So, the most effective way to do that is to be mindful of the topic. So, repeat the topic. So, take for example, good morning, I am Katricia Pingol and I am here in front of you to talk about the different reasons as to why I believe distance education is more effective than face-to-face learning. Yung mga ganun. So, repeat nyo lang. Pero syempre, hindi naman ganun kalalim yung topic na i-discuss nyo. Okay? So, repeat the question, repeat the statement, and then answer it right away for your discussion. Para hindi kayo maligaw. Answer it right away and then provide information right away, supporting details. Okay? So, take for example, I believe that distance learning is more effective than face-to-face learning because we can do it in the confines of our own home. Remember that when students are given the opportunity to be in a conducive learning environment, they learn more. So, yung mga ganun po. So, give supporting details right away. Then, pwede kang mag-transition to another key idea. Second, I believe that it is more effective because blah, 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 blah. Okay, so stuff like that. Okay, and then after that, for your conclusion, of course, you have to wrap it up. You can repeat your main ideas or key concepts, all right? Or you can repeat your main ideas or your key concepts, or give something your listeners could think about. Okay? How about you? Parang ibato mo sa kanila. Pwede mo ibato ulit sa kanila yung tanong, okay, na nakuha mo. How about you? What's your opinion on this, Tan? And that's it, okay? And then, of course, you will also be graded based on your verbal delivery skills and non-verbal delivery skills. Verbal delivery skills will include, of course, how well you were able to express yourself using the language, your grammar, your pronunciation, the statement structure, and so on and so forth. Alam nyo na yan. Non-verbal delivery skills will include your demeanor, as I see you delivering your speech, the way that you use your facial expressions, the way that you smile whenever necessary, and of course, the way that you use gestures. Okay, those are essentials. Dito naman, ang gestures lang naman natin ay ang kamay natin. Okay, kasi you cannot really move around. Alright? So, you will also be graded based on your appearance. I already told you to dress appropriately. And for your audience adaptation, how well your audience are listening to you. Okay? Nakikita ko yan. Lahat ng mga reactions nila nakikita ko po. Okay? So, are we ready now? Ready na? Okay, we'll have the first one. Teka lang ha. We'll have the first one. Can I have the first one, please? Saison.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige na. Unmute yourself. Everyone, please, may I request everyone to turn on their cameras? Bahala kayo din. Mababawasan ng grade ng mga kaklase nyo. At maski kayo. Kasi wala na mag-turn on din ng camera sa inyo. Please do turn on your camera so I could see everyone. Okay. Eliza, choose a number.
1 po.
1. Okay. If you were given a chance to be the president of the Philippines, what are the first things you would change about the country? If you were given a chance to be the president of the Philippines, what are the things you would change about the country? You can start.
Good morning, everyone. I am Eliza Justine Saison. Um, and I believe that being a leader is more on verb and not noun. What do I mean by that? I'm, I mean that um, being a leader is more on action and not just a title. And being a president is a very to be a president would be a great honor because you will be given a platform and that platform could change a lot of things, especially in the country that you are ruling. And so if I were to be if I'm given the chance to be the president of the Philippines, the first thing that I would change about my country is how a lot of our laws are very anti-poor. For instances like education, uh, most of the best schools here in the Philippines, really have a large tuition fee. So how can those poor people access best schools if they don't have the money to do so? And so I want to change the inequality between poor and rich people. And the second thing that I would like to change about my country is I would like to advocate more about feminism. I would like to advocate more about women's rights and gender equality because I want to make this the Philippines a safe place for a lot of women. A lot of women experience catcalling and trigger warning for my next word, rape. And those rape victims, they are blamed for the most common the most common thing that they are blamed for is because of what they dress. And I do believe that women do not dress for men. I mean, yes, women do dress for men because if I were if if I were to be if I were to be naked in front of a woman, I would not I would I would still feel safe. But if someone told me that I would be meeting a man around the man, I would dress, I would cover myself up. And so uh and so I believe that uh women do not dress for men. Women dress because of men. And so to wrap it all up, I want to give this I want to give a lot of people I want to make this the Philippines a better place, not just for most people, but for all of the people. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, ayan. Yan, very good. Ganyan ang reaction dapat. O, di ba? Okay, sige po. Wait lang. I'm just giving grade po. Okay, next one. Who's the next one?
Ako po, ma'am.
Teka lang, naka. Hala, nawala na ako. Ang liit kasi nung naka-open na class record sa akin. Wait, 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 wait. Okay. Alright. Sige po. Next one. Who's the next?
Ako po, ma'am.
Okay. Yagas. Sige po. Number na.
Number 6 po.
Number 6. Question is, why do you have a crush on your crush? Why do you have a crush on your crush? You may begin now, Florian. We cannot hear you, Nak.
Good morning, Miss Kat and classmate. My name is Florian Bienliagas. I'm here in front of you to deliver the speech about why I have a crush on my simply because I'm attracted sa sa to the kindness he showed me, and also he's my inspiration why I'm studying, and also she I he's every time I see him, um it makes me happy, even though I have so many problems that I encounter in my life. When he's chat me, or um he's um and he's my inspiration in every step that I Mulis ko din. Yun, that's all.
All right, thank you so much, Florian. Next one. Let's have our next one.
Um, number 8 po.
Okay, Trisha. Number 8. Describe your idea of a great day. Describe your idea of a great day.
So, good morning to all of you. I am Trisha Tayan. And if I will be describing my idea of a great day, first, for me, great day is doing all the things you want, and not thinking of negative emotion or negative ideas, and then enjoying the comfort you have on your own. And then secondly is um, secondly is making yourself happy, not just yourself, but everyone else, of inspiring them that um secondly having a great great for me, secondly, having a great day is um visualizing the visualizing the things you want to do in your life, and meditating yourself on what the things you want to achieve. And then thirdly, if my idea of great day is spending my time in the things that make me productive and make me making me happy instead of being lazy, and spreading negative emotion to the people on my surrounding. So to wrap it up, so a great um having a great day is something that you can enjoy in your comfort zone, and doing the things that you love that makes you happy and that can inspire other people in your surrounding. That's all. Thank you po.
Thank you. Alright. Sige, let's move on to the next one. Who's next?
Ako po, ma'am.
Okay. Balik ko lang. Number. Shane, anong number? I cannot hear you
po.
now. Number 9. Okay. What do you think is the biggest effect of the internet to the youth? What do you think is the biggest effect of the internet to the youth?
Hello, classmates. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good morning. My name is Shane Marcalve Ramos, and my topic is, what do you think is the biggest effect of the internet to the youth? For me, the biggest effect of the internet to the youth is when the youth starts to explore the internet and see some things that might not to be. For example, pornography, or somehow in the web, wherein deep web, wherein the youth starts to imitate them and starts to do it in themselves and influence the others, and youth start to not be in the good manner. For example, they post something about the teachers, parents, or somehow on their friends itself, wherein they badmouth each other, and it can result to some serious situations. And it somehow it changed the mindset of the youth on the internet. So to sum it up, the biggest effect on of the internet to the youth is changing the mindset of them and imitating each other. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Alright. Wait lang po. Okay. Alright. Sige po. Thank you so much. Next one. Next
Ako
one.
po, Del Rosario.
Del Rosario. So, JV's turn. Ay, sorry. Okay, number.
28 po.
Teka lang. 28. 28. What is the dumbest thing you have done in your life so far, and why do you consider it dumb? Again, what is the dumbest thing you have done in your life so far, and why do you consider it dumb?
So, good morning everyone. Good morning to everyone. I'm JV Del Rosario and 17 years old and live at Makati City. Regarding about the question, what is the dumbest thing you have done in your life so far? So, why I consider it dumb. So, I just want to say that having a the dumbest thing I have done in my life is having a crush on someone who is not, will will not give back my crush. I so having crush someone that will just ignore me because I consider it I consider this dumb because giving a lot of effort for her, uh, giving a lot of effort and attention to her, even if she will not she will not ignore me because as a person giving not giving back the attention um, is is- so giving back the attention about is about you're just wasting your time for her. And all I can say that all I can say that this is the dumbest thing I ever done so far because I so, uh, the time is up. So all I can say that this is the dumbest thing I ever done because giving attention to her and uh,
Is that it, JV?
I sorry, mental block po.
Okay, sige po. Done na? Would you want to add
So,
some more? Okay, done na po. Alright, thank you, JV. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Who's next? After JV?
Hindi po. Padesyo po.
Okay, Nicole. Sige. Alright, number, mukha mag-brown out pa. Number
14 po. 14.
14. 1-4?
Opo.
Okay. What would you do and how would you feel if someone tells you he or she likes you? What would you do and how would you feel if someone tells you he or she likes you?
Good morning, everyone. I am Nicole Padesyo. If someone tells me that she or he likes me, um, first of all, I would not snub him because just because he tells me that he likes me, I would welcome his feelings, but I will welcome his feelings and tell him honestly that if I don't have a feeling for him, I would tell him um honestly that I'm not feeling the same way, but I will tell him that we could be friends, and because having friends is merrier, having more friends is merrier. And if someone tells me of course I would feel flattered. For instance, when I was in grade 4, there's this guy who tells me that he likes me. Of course, I felt flattered because he looks good, he looks handsome, and I remember that time that he has a good teeth because it's all white. I think he brushed her teeth every minute, every second of the day, and um I felt flattered because he always look at me, and he would always go to my row in our class. And one day my teacher noticed that he always go to our row. And when the teacher asked him why would he always go to my row, suddenly all of my classmates point at me, and I was overwhelmed by that feeling. I was flattered because why do everyone knows that he likes me and not me? I didn't I was clueless about that. And that feeling gives me butterflies, uh gives me this feeling that I've never felt before. And it's kind of nostalgic, and it's kind of memorable because I think that's the last time I felt that um throughout this year. And um I realized that I think I realized that it's uh it's it's uh oh my gosh, it's 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 so long that I have felt that, and I think I would felt that again, but not today, or I would felt that again in the future. And that's all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Nicole. All right. Sige, let's move on to the next one. After Nicole, what do we have?
Hello po.
All
Really?
right. Micah, is it your turn?
Yes po. Really
Okay.
po.
I can hear you, but grounded.
Ala,
Grounded siya.
eto, eto po, okay.
Ayan, better. Nag-ground lang kapag hindi ka nagsasalita. Sige po. Number
23 po.
23. What would you do if an alien visits Earth? What would you do if an alien visits Earth? You may start now, Micah.
Good morning, Miss. Good morning, my classmates. I am Micah Reyes, and I am in front of you to deliver the speech. What would I do if an alien visits Earth? Actually, that would be weird if an alien visits our Earth because, you know, we're alien and people are not the same, and some people may make fun of them or because they are different. But I would do take a picture of them because I like taking pictures, and that would be a great memory if ever. But I won't cause any harm to them because we don't really know what they can do to us. But having an alien visiting Earth is really such an amazing amazing experience if ever that would happen. And and I and the last thing I would do is to to remind people that to not harm them because if if because because they also have feelings like us. I don't, maybe. But and and make sure to go back to their home safely. That's all.
Alright, thank you so much, Micah. Okay, marami pong salamat. Next one, who's the next one?
I am the next one, Emmanuel CRT
Okay,
second.
Eman. Ay, wait. Did I mute you? Sorry. You can just unmute yourself now.
Um, am I audible?
Yes, you are heard
Thank
now.
you so much.
Okay. Number
I don't know about them, but I feeling 22. Taylor Swift.
two. Two or 22?
22.
22.
Yes.
Okay. If you were given a chance to meet one dead person, who would it be and why? Again, if you were given a chance to meet one dead person, who would it be and why?
All right, I'm ready. What a wonderful morning to all of you. I'm Emmanuel C. Ortiz II, your speaker for today. And if I'm questioned, who am I going to meet? One dead person in, if I have a chance, I choose Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the legend, one of all-time black people who raised or who fight for every black person in this world. As a advocate, as an advocate of human rights, I'd like to support that kind of way because having this having this kind of essence, having this kind of morals, and having this kind of mindset really encompasses how do people think if they are being discriminated, how do people think if they are being under pressured, and by that I'd like to talk to Martin Luther King Jr. if how did he handle that kind of situation during his reign. And I do believe that if I talk to him, I might get an advice from him, and I will do apply it to this generation because this generation has been impactful when it comes to hashtag All Black Lives Matter campaign, and I do really like about it because when we say hashtag Black Lives Matter campaign, we do support black people and we end racism. And that is what I want. Wrapping it up, or in conclusion, I'd like to meet Martin Luther King Jr. because he's one of the legend or the best person I've ever known throughout my whole life. And through this, I'd like to say that no matter what type of skin you are confident and you are beautiful. Thank you so much. This is Emmanuel C. Ortiz II, your speaker for today's agenda.
Thank you so much, Eman. Alright. So, let me just, teka lang nagtatype pa ako ng comment so that you could get the feedback as well. Okay, who's our next one? Who's the next one? Hello po. After Eman, we have Mararak. Sorry.
Nandito po. Hello po.
Okay, ayan. Irish. Ready na?
Wait,
Ready na si Irish. Nakangiti na eh.
ano
Okay, so
po?
number.
29. Oh my!
Kakainis yung background. Okay, describe what you usually do during your free time. Describe what you usually do during your free time.
Okay. Great day, everyone, Miss Kat and my fellow classmates. I am Irish Mararak, and I will be describing what I usually doing during my free time. Since it's online class, I usually have many, many time to look for. Like, I usually do, I usually watch or binge watch some anime series. I usually, actually, I only started this year watching animes because I was suggested by my best friends that who were watching animes for the last years, I guess. And Actually, watching animes, it it opens to me a new hobby like glass painting and also what dito? Glass painting and also speaking Japanese. But it's just a little bit. So, yun nga, I got mental block. So for wrapping it up, I usually binge watch animes during my free time since it's online class and I have many times. Thank you.
Okay, wait lang. May comment pa ako. Okay. Alright, sige po. Thank you so much, Irish. Let me just put some grades. Alright. Next one, let's have... Who's the next? After Irish, it's... Salva.
Number 60 po.
Sorry?
60 po.
60. Okay. Do you think it is important to have a religion? Why or why not?
Good morning, classmates. Good morning, teacher Kat. Hi, my name is Pauline Anne Marie Salva. The question 60 is, do you think it is important to have a religion? Why or why not? I do believe that religion is very important, especially to us humans, because religion is where we is where people who religion where do people define who they are, what are the beliefs, or what are their cultures are. For example, me, my religion is Catholic. Whenever we celebrate on Christmas Day, we usually go to church and we do prepare some um, small gatherings, or sometimes we usually do a barangay party that we invite our neighbors and we gather all together. And and additionally, religion is where Mom, I think that's it lang po.
Alright, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Pauline. Teka lang. Wait. Okay. Next one, we have Regalario.
Ako na po.
Okay. Number na.
Number 15 po.
Number 15. Number 15 is, what is your favorite memory with your mother and why? What is your favorite memory with your mother and why?
Good morning, everyone. I am Janeline Kisregalario. I'm here to deliver a speech about what is what is my favorite memory with my mother. My most memorable moment with my mother that has impact my life is that she always shared that impact my life is the love she always shared. She did so many little things that show how much she cared when I was little. She protected me. She tucked me in tucked me in at night, and when I felt unhappy, she was the one that hugged me tight. She showed me how to solve grown up problem with gentleness and patience that I'd have to face someday. And when my mother realized I was ready, she stepped back, but she still looks over me with tender and loving pride. My mom used to speak to me daily, reminding me of past experiences to ensure I didn't make the same mistakes. I thank her almost every day for this life lessons. Each each day with my mom is the happiest moment in my life. That's all. Thank you.
Ay, thank you so much, Jonalyn. Okay, let me just put some grades. Okay, thank you. Next one. We still have time. Next one, next one. Let's finish all of the, ano ha. Bartolome,
Yes, ma'am. So I choose the number 3.
number 3. Wait lang, Christy. Okay, sige, ito na rin. Same question. If you were given a chance to be the president of the Philippines, what are the first things you would change about the country? If you were given a chance to be the president of the Philippines, what are the first things you would change about the country?
So good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Grimel Bartolome. I'm in front of you today to discuss if you were given a chance to be a president of the Philippines, what are the first thing you would change about the country? So being a Christian, being a religious person, I will I will I will base my vision about what the Bible indicates, where the commandment, where the great commandments by Jesus, where the Ten Commandments indicates, and I will apply it for my being a president here in the Philippines. So being for example, I will cast out those who are hypocrisy governor that are in that are sit in the palace, those hypocrisy persons. I will cast at them, and I will change the new person that have really a right visions about a country, a right treated to the people, that have a kind and passion to those who have poor, to those who have a right, have an equal to those person person of the Philippines. And I also, for being a president, I will ensure that those people that is poor, I will make it prioritized, because they are the one that needed to be served. They are the one that needed supply every day, a food every day, compared to those rich person that they can do all things. They can already, what do you call that? They can already provided themselves. So I will more focus on the poor person. Then when it comes to the religion, I will build more Christianity churches, because it is important for the person. It is vital to a person that have a religious towards God, because it is more important. It gives a righteous path to the right path that can lead them to a right. bright future. Then I think that's all.
All right. Thank you so much, Christine. Okay, let's go to the next one. Who's next?
Ako po, ma'am.
Okay.
Ano
Sige.
po?
Number na.
Number number 19.
Number 19, 19. What is your favorite cartoon or cartoons growing up and why? What is your favorite cartoon or cartoons growing up and why?
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Franz Kellen Rodriguez, and I chose the question, what is my favorite cartoon growing up and why? Uh, One I consider my favorite cartoon, and I think everyone would know it. It would be One Piece po. One Piece. Uh, One Piece is a animated series that tells us about a boy who is in search of comrades who are willing to join him in search for the greatest treasure named One Piece. Uh, the adventure in this in this show really piques my interest, and I think the adventure is very fun and enjoyable as a kid growing up. And I think this show is the one that is responsible for developing my dream of traveling to the world, traveling to different countries, discovering new things, uh, meeting new people. I also like this show because of the freedom, the sense of freedom, how free the characters were uh, whenever they are journeying on their ship without thinking of anything else, uh, just being fun. But I think the reason why this is my favorite cartoon as I grow up is because the bonding of the characters, uh, the love, the love that they give to each other, the interactions, uh, the fun times that I can relate now to my family and my friends as we bond together, talk together, play. I think all of us have our own favorite cartoons as we grow up, but personally, this is my favorite because up to this day, even if I'm already a teenager, I also watch this show. That is all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Franz Kyle. Let's go to the next one.
Ako po,
Jesse?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes
sige
po.
po. All right. Let me just pin you. Okay, number
Number 25 po.
25.
Yes po.
Okay, 25. What do you think is the best job in the world and why? What do you think is the best job in the world and why?
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Jesse M. Palpalato, and today I will explain to you for me what is the best job in the world and why. For me, the best job in the world is being a teacher because being a teacher is you will have a privilege to teach children, not just children, but other people. And when you teach, it is like you are guiding them as they grow up. And when as a teacher, when you see your students grow and learn from you, it is like just as a teacher, when you saw your students grow and learn from you, it's just like they are your children, and just like a parent being a father or a mother to a children, it is good, and it is good when you saw your children grow up. And in conclusion, that is the best job for me in the world, being a teacher po. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessie. All right. Next one, we'll have Angelica.
Yes po.
Okay. Number na?
Number 12.
Number 12, 1, 2. What do you like about your section and why? What do you like about your section and why?
Good day, everyone. I am Angelica Desado from 12 ABM 01, my section, and I am delivering this speech now for why do I like what I like about my section and why. First of all, as I have said, my section is 12 ABM 01. I am an active student of this class. I always participate. And I am thankful for them because they acknowledge me. They don't bring me down, but instead, they help me to participate more. They encourage me to be active in class, and they also help me with regards to my homeworks and assignments. When I have a question, they always answer me. Although they can't respond that early because I know that we are all busy here because we have different time slots at home and especially in online classes. And also, when we have groupings in our section, based on my experience, all of my classmates are really participative, and they always they always have ideas in mind that we can share to each other. That's why many of our groupings have become successful, and we have good grades because of that. We motivate each other a lot. This is my experience just earlier, and as we start this impromptu speech, my classmates motivate me saying good luck, and we can do this, and we can ace this impromptu speech, which we will which we do now. And as we as we as we have this impromptu speech now, as I look at my classmates' faces, I can see how prepared they are, and I can see how they want me to answer this question with all the answers that I can think of. In this section, I also met some great friends. Uh, they really they really I am a person that have low self-confidence. Since I am bullied back then in elementary, they helped me to grow, and they helped me to have that self-confidence that I have right now, and they are one factor that helped me to be a better version of myself. That is how, in conclusion, I can say that this section, although online class, is the best, and I can say that we can make more memories, especially when we do face-to-face classes. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Sige po. Thank you very much, Angelica. Let's move on to the last two. Miranda, Hannah Elaine.
Yes.
Why can I not see? Ayan. All right. Sige. Choose a number na.
7 po.
7. All right. Describe your idea of a perfect date. Describe your idea of a perfect date.
So, good day, everyone. I'm Hannah Eileen. Nag-echo. So, good day, everyone. I'm Hannah Elaine Miranda. So, describe your idea of a perfect date. Date is it is when we are being with the person who we love. It is when we having the time of having the time, the moment of the person we love. So for me, the idea of a perfect date is um, being simple and that that being simple in an open space like oceans like I mean yeah like beach like that and then and that you two are only together and being in that in perfect date is talking each other, having fun with each other, having the moment you have and cherishing the moment you can have and you with with that person you love and um and and for me perfect date is being simple and in a place where you can relax and have fun together and yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Hannah Elaine. Okay, let's go to the last one, Jansen. Last na po to, last na. Jansen?
Number 4 po.
Okay, number 4? Tama ba ako?
Yes po.
All right, sige. What are your favorite foods and why? What are your favorite foods and why?
Hi, good morning. I'm Jansin Halig. Um, I'm here to tackle about what my favorite foods and why I like them. First of all, my favorite foods are plain Filipino dishes. Since my father cooks very well, most foods I will mention is specialty by him. Is his specialty, I mean. First will be Bicol Express. Since I'm a Bicolana and Bicol Express is something that Bicolanos are proud of. Then everyone's favorite, or maybe most of people's favorite fried chicken, since who doesn't love fried chicken anyways. I also like tinola since it's something that can warm my stomach during cold times like during rains. And lastly, it would be sopas since my father really make it great. In conclusion, my favorite foods are something accessible to everyone. It is something that everyone knows and everyone likes. I mean, most people like. That is all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Jansen. Okay, wait lang ha. Bigay lang ako ng clue. Okay, sige po. Did everyone who were scheduled today able to participate, able to perform? I'll stop sharing muna. Ayan, sige. Okay. So we will continue with our performances next meeting. I would like to thank everyone who have kept their cameras on, okay, the entire time. And congratulations to all those who are already done. Yay! You did a good job. Actually, considering I know that most of you, this is your first time. Is that correct? Tama, 'di ba? This is your first time doing an impromptu speech. But you did well, okay? So congratulations to everyone. And I have seen how greatly how do I say this? The way that you have improved on your speech as well, it's very good. Okay, so konting practice pa, konting use pa ng English language, and I know that you will get there. Okay, and now you know the difference between writing and speaking. 'Di ba? Minsan kasi sobrang dali na magsulat. Alam niyo 'yun, because the ideas are constantly flowing. But then when you are asked to deliver those ideas, say them out loud, as in out of the blue, ang hirap, correct? 'Di ba? Yung iba sa inyo na may mental block, it happens, it's natural, and that's okay. Okay? Part 'yan ng progress natin, part 'yan ng growth natin. So, don't feel bad if you thought na nagkamali kayo or nagkulang kayo. You will improve. The more that you practice, the better you will get. Okay? So the more that you do it, the more that it will be better for you. The experience will be better for you. Okay. So any questions so far before I ask the class, or before I dismiss the class? Questions? Clarifications that you want to make. For those who have kept their cameras turned on, na-screenshot ko kayong lahat. Okay, for those who have kept their cameras turned on the entire time, you will get an extra score po. Okay, syempre, kasi part yan eh. Okay, thank you so much for turning your cameras on and keeping them. We will have our next meeting on Monday. Okay, and that will be the last one for the school year. For those who are done, wala na silang iisipin, manonood na lang sila. Okay, at completion na lang sila ng activities. Hans, do you have any question?
Miss, can we repeat on answering mga nasagutan na pong tanong? Pwede pong umulit?
Yes, sige, pwede. Kasi hindi ko na mamomonitor eh. Okay, pwede.
Okay po.
Kung maaalala nyo pa yung mga number, pwede. Sige po. Okay, kasi hindi ko na siya na take down note. Okay. Sige po. Pwede naman po, but if you could remember. Alright. But anyway, isa-shuffle ko na lang ulit yung mga questions para ma-challenge kayo. Para yung mga nag-take down notes. Alright, sige po. Anyway, questions? Any more questions that you have? Shuffle na lang natin ulit yung mga tanong. Questions? None? Wala na po. If you do not have any, again, thank you so much for joining me today. I think kayo yung class na may pinakamaraming nag-turn on ng camera kasi kanina wala eh. Tapos nung sinabi ko may plus, ay bigla sila nag-turn on lahat. Okay, but anyway, wait lang. Before I let you go pala, by the way, please do take note of your classmates who did really well in this activity kasi magkakaroon tayo ng best speaker. So, magbobotohan kayo kung sino yung you think are the good speakers for this activity. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo ng nomination for that. And of course, syempre yung mapipiling best speaker, magkakaroon ng prize. So, yun na yung ating consolation for this activity. Okay? So, ayun po. If you don't have any questions, concerns, clarifications, you are now free to leave the room po. Again, maraming salamat, 1201 ABM. See you again on Monday. Bye-bye, everyone. Happy lunch.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you. Bye-bye.